All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Nickelodeon fans, how y'all doing? Let's kick things off. It's my natural voice, not my elder voice. Sound more like a robot mixed with monster voice. What do y'all think? My Brother and Me is an American sitcom created by two people. I'm not going to pronounce the person's first name because I'm going to butcher it. Is Adele and Calvin Brown Jr. that originally aired on Nickelodeon. My Brother and Me is about the Parkers family living on the west side of Charlotte, North Carolina, who experience the highs and lows in everyday life. It premiered on October 15th, 1994, and it ended on January 15th, 1995, with a total of 13 episodes over the course of one season. In June 2014, Nickelodeon released My Brother and Me in complete series as a two-disc manufacturer on demand, MOD, released through Amazon in Region 1. The production of the series wrapped in August 1994, and the series started as Arthur Reggie III as a preteen son, Alfie, Ralph Wolfer IV as his younger brother, Dee Dee, Alsling Sistrunk as the older sister, Melanie, and Karen E. Fraction as the mother, Jennifer Parker, Jim R. Coleman as the father, Roger Parker, and Jimmy Lee Newman Jr. as Alfie's troublesome best friend, Milton Berry, aka Goo. I remember watching this show when I was a teenager. It was awesome. It was different. I think that was the very first sitcom show on Nickelodeon where you had all black family. And the fact that it was in Charlotte, North Carolina, that's flipping awesome. I wish they would have tried to do like a reboot or a spinoff or build off of that. So I'm just disappointed in Nickelodeon that they didn't do that along with other things, but I don't want to make it about Nickelodeon specific. This is about My Brother. And my favorite episode is called Hitting the Open Man. There are a lot of episodes that I like, but the one I like the most, like I said, Hit the Open Man, because it was teaching about real life, teaching kids out there, hey, you're going for a basketball tryout, you got to show your skills, not just individual, but can you play as a team? And Alfie got cut because he was more interested in being a showman, being individual instead of, being a team player, excuse me. His best friend and his little brother had to put Alfie in his place, And we all know that Melanie always, just demean, disrespect, just talk down to Goo. He's like, Goo always trying to get after her, So you had special guest stars on the show like Dennis Scott, Kendrick Gill, both former NBA players. Amanda Seales, I know a lot of people have some things to say about her. So yeah, what's your thoughts on My Brother and Me? You have your favorite episode? So Smart Guy, here we go. It's an American sitcom television series centering the exploits of a child prodigy, T.J. Anderson Taj Mori, who moves from being an elementary school student in the 4th grade to a high school student in the 10th grade, attending the same school as his two elder siblings, Yvette and Marcus. Created by Dan Callis, whatever his name is, and the series ran for 3 seasons on the WB from April 2nd, 1997 to May 16th, 1999. The series was produced by D. Passe Entertainment, Danny Callis Productions, or DKP, in association with Walt Disney Television. In the interview in September 2020, Taj Mori confirmed that the revival of the show was in the works. So that part surprised me the most. I did not see that coming. So the show was set in Washington, D.C., and centers the misadventures of a boy genius, the youngest child, T.J. Anderson, who at the age of 10 moves from elementary school, gets transferred to Paramount High School, where he ends up becoming a high school freshman with teenagers and as his classmates. He must adjust to his life being with older but not necessarily wiser high school teenagers, including his brother Marcus and his best friend Mo, who played by Omar Gooding, and his brother Marcus, Jason Weaver. The episodes typically deal with TJ's missteps of trying to fit in as a kid genius while being a smart kid in high school, as well as contrasts between the smarts and his brother's underachieving nature. Speaking of which, his older brother Marcus, sophomore underachieving middle child, also deals with teenage problems such as finding a date, doing homework, even though he tries to get his brother TJ to do his whole homework for him. Their father, Floyd Henderson, who played by John Marshall Jones, widowed single father who owns his own roofing business, deals with the problems of raising 3 kids, Yvette, Marcus, and TJ, since his wife's death. Floyd's only daughter and Marcus's and TJ's older sister, Yvette, played by Esther Atkins, is the usually level-headed member of the family. The oldest of the 3. Similar to Floyd in that respect, is the typical typical overachieving student. I remember this one episode. There was like where they had like a house party, and all of a sudden Marcus got grounded. I mean, he got yelled at. It was so bad. I was like, uh-oh. And he even ground him forever. That's how angry their father was. So I was just like, oh man. I mean, he really got his hands full. I mean, being a widow, trying to raise 3 kids. It's almost as if the show not kind of reminds me. It has little similarities of ABC's Full House, but the difference is in Full House, Bob Saget's character has help. There's brother and his best friend, and then you have not TJ, but you have Floyd Henderson. He has very little help, you know, if not none. The only thing that's helping him, getting him through it, is his kids and, you know, stuff like that. So what is y'all favorite episodes of Smart Guy? And the fact that there is a revival of the show, and there's 51 episodes, 3 seasons. So like I say, what's your thoughts on not only My Brother and Me, but Smart Guy? And with that, throwing y'all salute, what's your thoughts?